Yes, and we are live.
Welcome to the Blue Wall Podcast. Before we go any further, we just need to let everybody know that this is an 18 or over program. We'll probably be talking about a lot of scary stuff tonight if you can see the mask down front. So if you are a child of under the age of 18, you need to turn the station, go to a different podcast, or search up funny Gangnam style videos on YouTube.
Everyone thinks I'm 15, so I should probably leave.
No, it's cool.
Okay.
We've seen the paperwork.
All right.
I'm Deke Deacon. Jeremy Kitts, tonight's guest. AJ Good, world-renowned mask aficionado and skateboarder and kind of ex-tattoo personality. I don't know what you said. You're not going to pursue that anymore, right?
Yeah,
So
I don't want anything to do with that anymore.
so just artwork, right?
Yeah, artist.
Just
Artiste.
artwork. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about scary movies, the mask in scary movies, and all things related to scary movies. But before we get any further, we're going to do a couple of shout-outs of things that are going to be going on in the community. It's a little too early to talk about the feast, so we'll just do that next week.
Right.
This Saturday at the Majestic Theater, the Paper City Music Series. It's $10 advance tickets, $12 at the door. There's going to be a few good bands. He's My Brother, She's My Sister, the Kopecky Family Band, and the Shivering Timbers, which I have heard they sound a lot like, who am I thinking about? The people from Dayton that are pretty big now. I can't believe I just blanked out and forgot them.
They all got signed to Bonnaroo too. So if you're not going to Bonnaroo, go see those bands.
That's a pretty big festival.
Bonnaroo, yeah, does that travel or isn't it just in California?
I don't know, but I
No,
know
it's
like
not.
some big
Does it
bands
travel?
on it.
I don't think so. I think it's just an East Coast thing.
Well, is it only the East Coast? Cause
Maybe they pick a new spot each
well,
year.
I'm sure they invite people from everywhere. Yeah, but Bonnaroo is pretty awesome. Oh, the Black Keys. All these bands kind of sound like the Black Keys, and they produce the Shivering Timbers, so it's all on that musical genre. Anyway, it should be a good night. It's at the Majestic Theater. I'm sure they'll be doing something in the side area too. And it's cheap, $12 for 3 bands. I would jump on that. And also, we have the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Great Strides. The Strides for Stacy. And it is going to be in Yaktangi Park. Help me out, Jeremy. When is it?
May 19th, 1 to 4 p.m.
May 19th, 1 to 4 p.m.
And so you can go out and help them reach their goal. I saw some stuff today. I didn't have time to really look into it. I think they're like 32% of their goal, maybe.
I've seen her post. Jamie Jackson is the team captain on that, and she's been organizing all these cystic fibrosis events lately. She does every year. She puts a lot of time into it. So I would recommend going down, doing the walk, or at least going down and donating some money to a really good cause. 90% of the money is going to go to helping people with cystic fibrosis.
Yeah,
So
patients, treatments, and research. 90%. It's pretty good.
that is definitely pretty awesome.
Yes, definitely. And then, okay, you got that Paper City. There was something else. Oh, nothing probably.
I
Oh, the
don't know.
feast, it's coming.
The feast is coming, but it's a little early to be talking about that.
Memorial Weekend.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's tell everybody what we want to do with that before we get into
Yeah,
anything.
we're probably, what are we going to do? We're going to set up a cam, maybe
Set up
be
a
live
camera.
all day.
Live all day.
We probably, I don't think we can record that all and be able to like put it on it. So
I would
it's just
not.
going to be
I wouldn't
live.
record it. I would do live. Find
Right.
out whenever your family is going to be on stage. If you have grandmas, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins out of town,
Let us know.
let them know about it. Let them know about Blue Wall, and they can come and watch it live. You know what I mean? That way they won't be missing out on anything.
And we'll be there broadcasting live right beside the stage at the Chillicothe Academy of Mixed Martial Arts booth.
What are you going to be doing? Oh, sorry.
This guy didn't turn his sound off.
Sorry.
My phone's probably on.
Sorry.
I don't know.
What are you going to be doing? You got some giveaways, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do yet. Now it's a
Selling
week
some
earlier than I
shirts,
thought it
right?
was. Hopefully,
Did your shirt guy come through yet?
no, I've got to go somewhere else.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then now I'm really rushed. But yeah, I would definitely need to get some of those made. But we're gonna be raffling off something. The last 2 years we did a bike raffle and then some other like gift certificates and smaller prizes. So I'm not sure if it'll be a bike again or something else. I don't know. It's that time of year. Everybody likes to get a bike. If they don't have one, they're getting out and getting about, and it's promoting physical activity. A long time.
15 minutes of wait, no, it's more than that. How many minutes of play every day? What are we telling the kids now?
Oh, an hour, I think, right?
Remember when it used to be hard to get kids to come inside? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, none of us kind of remember it, but I remember I used to be out till dark and get whipped because I was out too late.
Right. Yeah, I didn't want to come in.
Yeah.
Did you do your homework? Yeah, Mom.
Kind of.
Throw me the ball. Yeah, I got it. I did. I looked at it and I put it in my bag.
All right. Okay. AJ Good.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, man?
Not
What
a
is
lot.
it? Okay, so you said, what was your first mask? The gas mask?
Yeah, this one on the far, I guess it would be the right-hand side for everybody watching.
What do you
Right
find
there.
so interesting about these masks? What is it you see in these that makes it so? Because you gotta. I mean, if you haven't seen that's probably not even your full collection. That picture I
No,
posted.
I have probably close to 60 or 70
Okay,
masks.
so
on there.
we showed probably like what 20,
Yeah, in that picture.
20 on that picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big investment.
Yeah.
So you must see something in these things to want to take your time, and also to take more of your time to create them. You know what I mean?
hmm Well, I don't know. I think the anonymousness, if that's a word of it, is
Just
pretty
the
sweet.
mask in general.
Yeah. I honestly have no idea what got me into that. Like, watching horror movies with my grandpa when I was little was cool, and then like the band Slipknot came out in 1999, and I can remember sitting on a couch at my house reading a Rolling Stone magazine, and I saw their picture, and like they were all in matching
Masks,
jumpsuits,
right?
and they had the masks on and stuff, and I was like, that's pretty awesome. And then I heard the music, and the music was perfect for me for some reason, and then I called one of my buddies and asked him if he had a gas mask. It was my dad's friend, actually. He's more like an uncle to me. And he brought me that, and it ended up being the same one that the DJ for Slipknot used. And that just kind of worked out from there, and I eventually got more and more and more. And a lot of Slipknot stuff was like store-bought masks back then, and I still have them from when I was 6 and 7 and 8. And
I just want to remind everyone real quick, if you have any questions, comments, if you want to make fun of us, if you want to troll us, or if you want to say how awesome we are, you can do that on Ustream, on the social stream, or you can do that on Facebook, or you can also do that on Twitter
At Blue Wall Podcast.
at the Blue Wall
Please, we need
Podcast.
followers. The next giveaway we do is going to be something to do with. It's going to have something to do with Twitter.
Okay.
To like followers, like
Okay.
you know what I mean, like
should
so,
give away a bird.
after so
Roger.
many followers or after something, you know what I mean. Then we'll get because we need more followers on Twitter.
Yeah. So, where was I? Where were we?
I don't know.
Now, I noticed that
Oh.
it kind of really took off when you started doing tattoos.
That's because I got money to spend.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So that's the only thing
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
He was always interested in men before that, but the money to invest
Yeah.
came from whenever you started working.
Yep, and we had just gotten a computer around that time because we were behind like a decade, so I was able to order stuff offline, and I
Yeah.
thought that was the coolest invention ever. So
Well, it is. It's great.
yeah, it's awesome.
So
I don't want to get too much into it, but they're working on a law right now to tax it. Maybe we'll come back to that later.
yeah, you made all these masks.
No, I didn't make. I literally
You collect them.
Yeah, I've made only a handful, maybe 6 or 7, and I
Okay.
paint others and just do random stuff to them.
So you're into collecting them, and then you just add some stuff to
Yep.
them.
My whole house looks like that picture. It's
Okay.
like a museum.
I assume there's some type of subculture community for mask
Mhm.
trading, right?
Yeah,
You know,
there's-
just like anything, like Pez or whatever. There's got to be
Yeah.
people who are hardcore into this.
And it gets even into smaller things, like there'll be just ones for Michael Myers and just ones for Jason and just ones for Slipknot and stuff like that.
What's the most expensive mask that you've?
The most expensive one is that one in the middle. That's not on a mannequin head, not the Michael Myers one. That one was, I think I bought it for 200, and it's
What makes it what gives it its value?
it's completely one of a kind,
Yeah.
and it's literally probably my favorite mask. It just everything about it's perfect. There's a lot of time into it. It's handmade and everything. So
I'm gonna get up and go show it real quick. That way everyone
Yeah.
can see it a little better.
have a good look at it. It's pretty intense, and it's durable too. Like that thing's not gonna rot or fall apart or anything.
Kids, let me know when this is at a good level.
Yeah, you could go right up, like you're putting your face in it.
I don't want to put my face in it. I'm scared it's going to.
A little closer, closer and a little lower.
That's the one that
There we
talks to
go.
me. When I got that, I set it on a mannequin head and had it sitting by itself, and it was just like screaming at me. I don't know what it was saying, but it was
Screaming at you.
That's
Yeah.
a little scary.
Like literally.
yeah.
What?
It was like, look at me, wear me, like I am the best thing.
It said that to you, or
Yes.
just like you were
Yeah.
just thinking that? You.
I was just thinking that. I'm
Oh,
not
okay. Like,
insane.
all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all
Metaphorically
Right, right, right,
speaking,
right.
you tripped me out there
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a second. I
It's
was
just it's that possession that, like, I don't know. Some people are really into cars. Some people are really into like sports memorabilia, and that's my thing.
right. Just crazy masks.
Yeah.
Now I know that, you do collect a lot of Michael Myers masks, correct?
Yep.
Any particular reason for that? Is that your favorite
Mhm.
horror movie?
Yeah. Leatherface came out in 1974, but
Mhm.
the Halloween came out in 1978. But that's like the original slasher stuff, and people would be like, Psycho was the original, but Michael Myers is what started like the big trend with Jason and Freddy and Chucky
Yeah.
and Scream and all that. And I just think he looks way better, and his story's way better. I hate Freddy. I hate Chucky. Jason's all right. Leatherface is all right.
So you think Michael Myers is the most BA horror
Yeah.
movie guy? You
Yeah.
think he could take every other horror movie
Yeah.
guy?
And out of
I
all
don't
the
know,
bad
man.
sequels that have come out, his sequels have remained the truest. To
Now, I'm on this level. Like, The Evil Dead. Did you see the new Evil
yeah,
Dead?
I love it. I've seen it
I
twice
thought it
now.
was great. I thought, but I also think it has an element of being funny. Is
Yeah,
why I like
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Now, like the original Michael Myers and some of these original movies, they're not supposed to be funny. But
they
I
are.
think The Evil Dead was intended to be
Mhm.
a little bit funny. I think they made it that way over the top on purpose.
Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
Is that the one where there's like aliens or something?
Yeah, there's all kinds. There's like zombies and aliens, and these people pretty much control it. It's like a project almost.
I did not see it because I just thought it was just too much going on.
Okay, you need to watch it because
yeah?
it's like a big Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is like a big Evil Dead
Yeah.
off type thing, and it's way funnier. And it's because it's supposed to be funnier, and it's got a lot of stuff in it. It entertained me. I've seen it a few times
I
now.
might check it out if
Yeah.
it's kind of funny like
You
that. I
should.
just from what I've seen of the previews, but previews are deceiving sometimes.
It's much
you know what I
different
mean?
than other horror movies. It'll keep you entertained in one way or another.
My sister likes Freddy.
Hmm
I made the comment earlier, like
I saw it.
almost all these horror movies are usually good to pretty good to great on the first one or two. And then what happens? Why do they do that?
I
Why do
don't
they
know.
just run a series in
Money.
Jason in space? Are you kidding me?
Money.
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember when Nightmare on Elm Street got funny? It
Whenever
was
he
number
picked-
4.
He's like a pizza head. Like
Yeah,
he's
and he
sausage
crushes
on the pizza.
the roach. The guy was a roach in the
Yeah.
Roach Motel. That's number 4. That's when I was like probably 10 maybe, and I was laughing. Maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah, I was young. Yeah.
But and I laughed. I was at
Like,
the
are you
theater and I was like,
serious?
yeah, really?
Yeah,
no,
come
no,
on.
don't
Yeah,
eat me,
yeah.
don't eat me. Like,
Jamie
really?
Lee Curtis tried to direct
Oh,
a
well.
Halloween movie. Well, she did direct one,
Yeah.
and she wanted to kill Michael in it, and there was a contract that says that you legally can't kill him. So his movies
You
will
can
be.
try to kill him.
Yeah.
Did you-
Never die.
Did you tell her that? Like, you can try as many ways as you want. You can even bury him in the ground. Then somebody's gonna. How did he? I think he came alive. No, that was
They
Jason.
even
Never mind.
shredded him into
Jason
a bunch.
didn't. Someone hit him with a spike and it lightning hit it and woke him back up.
Yeah. There's,
Didn't they shred Michael Myers apart, like tear him apart?
No,
and or was that
they
Jason?
They've
They-
electrocuted him. They cut his head off, and then it ended up being the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. He's been shot like dozens and dozens of times. But he's evil, so you can't.
Now I liked whenever Rob Zombie made
Mhm.
the I don't know, it was kind of like just a remake but a different.
Yeah, everyone says they don't like it compared to the original, but it's not technically a remake. It's more like his
It's
vision
his
of the
vision of
story.
it. Yeah,
Right,
that's what I was thinking. I thought it was good. I liked seeing him go to prison
Mhm.
and how he transformed
He was
from
much more brutal and big and
Oh yeah,
crazy.
he starts hiding behind his mask and
Mhm.
making his mask and stuff.
Yeah, so
huh?
everybody watch out.
Yeah, is that why you?
Yeah.
Is that why you like him? Because you got a mask
Chillicothe's gonna
fetish?
get it one day. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah, geez, Louise,
Yeah.
don't say that.
No.
God, the FBI is going to be coming and investigating us.
Oh yeah.
One of our 10 viewers is going to somehow link it to the FBI, and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go get this guy."
And then that documentary on you when you're 70, we'll have to have something about me killing you.
Uh, you had a
Sorry.
run-in with AJ Good about once back in 2013. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a skateboarder too, right? You
Yep.
like to skateboard. You still do that actively.
Mhm,
Do you go
yeah.
to the park still?
Yeah. I'm just.
Why the hell do they not take a little bit of, not even pride, just have a little bit of respect for the place where you're going to be skateboarding? Like, there's trash all over that
Dude,
place.
every time I'm down there, I clean it up.
That
I
is
swear.
awesome, man.
I swear.
If it's yours, yeah, I mean, if you're going to be down there skateboarding,
Yeah.
why would you want to throw a bottle on the ground where, I mean, the cap may come off of it and then it gets under a wheel and then you're done?
This isn't related to that, but I was down there. Last time I was down there was last week sometime, and these kids, like the baseball game or whatever was
Yeah.
going on next door, and these kids were smoking hookah behind the mini ramp, and I was just like, the thing looks like a bong, so obviously
Yeah.
somebody's gonna come over and say something to you, and then it turned into the whole big ordeal about how hookah is legal, and I was just thinking,
Are you
go
talking
somewhere
like-
else and do it then.
Like a
because-
hookah where you put the tobacco in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
and there's like 8 different things?
Yeah. Why would you
right
do that
in the
public?
middle of the park? I
It's
don't
like,
know. Kids are
attention,
stupid. I was a kid
attention.
once. I'm sure I did stupid things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I walk my dog every morning in the park, and I always
Yeah.
like there's trash everywhere in the park. Like people don't even care. Like you bring your kids down to the park. I mean, you're gonna teach your kid to just like throw his bottle and like there's a million trash cans. That's the
Yeah.
worst part. There's a trash can everywhere you look.
No, those
Right.
trash cans are obstacles now. That's what they use them for. I swear. We lost. There was a barricade to jump over, and the kids didn't want it there, so they took that out, and then the park took it back, and there was a handrail on the stairs that's not there anymore. So it's slowly, like, I give it like 3 years before it's gone
They
again.
just take it all down.
Yeah. It's sad, but whatever.
Yeah, then they'll be people will just be skateboarding all over town again. They'll be trying to kick people out and call the cops on people. And
Yep.
I say just leave it. Just teach them that. You know what I mean? Be like, hey man,
Yeah.
put up some signs like, please don't litter. Clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do something.
And it's also, like, it's a skate park / playground for every little kid that's ever existed. I don't know why parents don't keep their kids off. I've seen so many kids hurt
Yeah.
from, like, a skateboard to the face. Like,
oh, right
yeah.
beside the. Oh, just kids running
yeah,
around
they use the skate
like a
park as
playground.
slides.
Oh yeah. I have seen
Wow.
some kids doing that. There wasn't no one else on it whenever I seen it. It was early in the morning. It was
Mhm.
just a guy and his
Yeah.
dad. But yeah, I could see that.
If you go
happening.
down there at like 5 in the evening,
Yeah.
there's more kids down there playing than there's skaters or bikers or whatever.
Watch my 5-year-old go off the half pipe. This will be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Get the camera, honey. This is going to be on YouTube. I'm sure of it.
Goes viral, and then I'm sitting in the background just shaking my head.
Oh, dead air.
Well,
Can't
yeah,
have that.
yeah.
I don't have. I wasn't. I'm gonna get prepared then. I gotta go grab a notepad, something. I'm trying to do too much shit at once. I can't remember it all.
Well, what do you see like the artistic side of this mask thing? Because I know to collect masks like that, it can't just be something that you're. I mean, there's got to be some reason why you like it. And artistically, yeah, there are a lot of good ones out there.
hmm If there
Uh,
is a reason, I haven't figured it out myself yet.
Say I wanted to get one made, and I want my own mask,
Mhm.
and it's going to be for me.
Right. Well, you're gonna be in a couple $100 more
Yeah.
than likely, because it's not just a mask. Like, you have to make a sculpt of the mask, usually out of like clay. So there's an actual sculpture.
Yeah.
And then you have to make a mold, and then you have to pour the latex into the mold, and then there's the paint and whatever. Like, that one has straps and bolts and wires and stuff all over it. So there's that goes all into it.
Does
There's a
this-
lot of stuff that goes into them.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of that seems like it's just like found bits and pieces of
Mhm.
things that someone has cleverly put together and made it look cool.
That's another cool part about it is household items.
Taking
yeah.
trash and making treasure out of it.
Yep.
But who would you recommend that I go to?
I have a buddy on Facebook. His name is Alex Woods, or Alex at Goth and Cloth. I can link it or whatever when I get home. And he's the one that made that one that you showed off earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 of his masks.
Oh, he actually made it from.
Yep, from scratch.
From scratch.
And you bought it from him?
I got my first one from him, and it was inspired by that one. And then the guy that got that one ended up selling that one to me because he got another one made by the same guy,
Yeah.
and he wasn't using that
Now,
anymore.
is this guy pretty famous? Like,
YouTube-wise, he's got thousands and thousands of views on each video.
yeah.
Yeah, and like 500, 600 subscribers if I remember correctly.
So this is maybe something that has he signed it somewhere or?
Yeah, it's on the inside.
Yeah.
It's shadowmasks.net is his website.
I hate to always think of things as an investment, but you know what I mean, if things
Yeah.
continue the way they are, this thing may increase in
Mhm,
value. It's
mhm.
not like just
Dude.
picking up a random mask somewhere.
Like I make videos of each mask that I get,
Yeah.
and every day I'll go to my inbox and there's someone like, "I'll give you $300 for that," or "How much do you want for that?"
Yeah.
So
Wow.
And you're like,
Yeah.
no
no,
way,
I can't
bro.
sell it.
So
I regret selling a lot of stuff that I have.
that guy, he just makes them from scratch. Like,
What's his name again?
Alex Woods.
Alex Woods. Is that the guy who liked me today?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
he was
added you and
asking
stuff.
about the YouTube.
Yep.
oh, he likes you.
Well, he liked my
Yeah.
page. he friended me.
Okay.
He might like you.
I'm
He's
sure-
he's like transgender, I think.
Oh well.
There you go.
I mean, he probably does. I'm handsome. I mean,
Can't
I
deny
wouldn't
that.
blame anyone from liking me. What are you gonna do?
What's his name?
Alex Woods.
You know him?
No,
He
I'm
lives
just
in the
trying to
UK.
figure out if Alex Woods is a
He lives
male
in
or
the
female
UK.
name. I'm just.
A male.
Alex can be a guy or a girl name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I was confused
What a
by
perfect
that.
name.
He is a guy, but it's a woman born into a guy's body, is what she says.
So he has.
We'd
He
have to have him
started
on
off-
to
Yeah, we
discuss
would.
it further.
He lives in London though, so I don't think that's
Oi,
gonna happen.
London,
Okay.
mate.
Yeah,
Cheers.
bloody London.
That's good that he got the name Alex though.
He was
Or-
anonymous for the longest time. No one had ever seen his
was all
face or
sixes.
anything.
He made his mask anonymously, or his videos.
Yeah, he
or
would just have
whatever.
shadowmask.net, and that was it. And Alex was all that he put out there. There was
Yeah.
no last name. And then when he came out as transgender, was the only time he showed his face.
So
Yeah.
his videos were, what were they? How to make masks or?
He would show off the products that he made and like the sculpting process and stuff, but you would never see his face.
Wow.
Gender's really not that important.
There you go.
Well,
Not if
In
you
that-
not if you just want a badass mask, you know. What I
Right.
mean?
It
And
doesn't
if
matter
you're
who's
selling-
making it because it's the product that speaks for him.
Yeah, if you're selling stuff online.
Hmm.
But that's interesting. If I had $200, I may do that. What else? You got a little pig up there that looks like an 8th grade
Yeah.
science dissect the pig.
I didn't even know that those were real until there's a show called Oddities
Yeah.
that they have all kinds of like
Yeah.
specimens preserved in jars, and my friend Eli had that, and I tried to buy it off of him, but he ended up giving it to me because he's got like 7 or 8.
What's in there? Is that formaldehyde or
I have
some
no
type
idea.
of pickling agent?
Yeah, that's what I assume it is. But
Pickled pig.
somebody said you can do it with like
Vinegar?
yeah vinegar.
Can you eat it?
We did sharks in Florida. When I lived in Florida, I
Mm-hmm.
was in like 7th grade. They brought in these little Nerf sharks, and when we cut them up, looked at their guts, and it was kind of interesting. It's kind of gross, but I still
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I never did the actual dissection, but I got to mess with the body parts and stuff afterward in school. My partner wanted to get an A, so I let him do the dissecting, and I wanted to have fun, so I did the after
Messed
dissection.
with the guts.
Yes,
That's
sir.
disgusting. But
Yeah, I had gloves. It's good.
We dissected a sheep's eye in 2nd grade.
a sheep's eye?
Yeah.
I
They
never
dissect
did that.
cats at CHS now.
Cats?
Full cats, like full
Gosh,
grown
I hope
animals.
Where did they get them?
I hope they get them from
I
my
don't know.
alley. There's like 30 cats. Every day when I come home from work, whenever school's out, I got to fight my way through 30 kids smoking cigarettes in my
Yeah.
alley, acting like I'm doing something wrong by going down my alley.
They're mean mugging.
And
son.
then like 30 cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think there may be a stray cat problem in Chillicothe. I
Oh,
don't know.
There is, yeah.
Is there? Because I see a lot of them.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You know what's cool is they've adapted to like modern civilization. I see them using sidewalks and crosswalks and stuff all the time.
I've never seen
Cross-
that.
It's
but
pretty
that's funny.
awesome. Yeah.
I would definitely.
No, I heard that birds were going extinct in Chillicothe because of the cat
Cats eat them.
population.
Really?
Cats are horrible.
Yeah.
That's
Cats-
awesome.
No, it's not. I hate cats.
I
man.
hate birds.
What?
What do they do? Like,
They're
I don't like
prehistoric
cats any more than I like
dinosaurs.
birds, but I
At
own
least
2
birds
cats.
are out of your way. They're flying in the air.
They shit on my car the other day.
Yeah, there you go.
They clean up parking lots.
I seen a video recently where they give these seagulls laxatives on a beach.
Or
like
Tabasco.
It's pretty awesome. Tabasco makes them have
Yes.
diarrhea.
Makes them throw up everywhere.
Why do you know that?
Cats
I'm from the West Coast. We got
or
lots
birds?
of seagulls.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I just got a comment from someone that says they're trying to comment. They're obviously not doing it on the right place. You have to do it either
on Ustream
on
on the chat.
Ustream, on the chat, or on Facebook on the chat. There's a little thing underneath it, but I will try to find your comment.
Or you can use the post office and send us a letter.
Oh gosh, yeah, we'll answer it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, there you go.
3 days.
You can chisel it into stone and drop it off over here.
I just realized the whole time we're like, man, we need a tech guy and all this and that. Like, then the other day I was thinking like, I'm gonna become a tech guy. Like, I'm gonna have
Just
this
doing
shit
it
figured
yourself.
out before long. Like, I'll
Yeah.
like because I do it every time.
Look how
Now
many
I'm
more
gonna be
likes
the
you
guy.
got today since I'm on here.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had a-
VIP.
We had a few people definitely come and like and are probably watching right now.
Yeah, I tried to spread the word, but it was kind of short notice, so
Um,
I'll keep getting it out there.
what's the actual link? It's right on the this page that you commented on, Mary.
Yeah, it says Ustream at the top.
It's
To
like
the right there.
instead of clicking photos, there's a thing that says like watch live. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it just has a U. I think it's a U. Yeah.
Yeah.
You stream live.
right next to events.
Blue box with a white U, kind of like, and that will go right to it live. Well, she's
not watching
it.
this.
Oh,
If
she's not? Okay.
Yeah, if she's not watching, it's not going to do her any
Oh,
good
I
for
thought
us
she
to
was
tell her.
watching and was wanting
Comment
to know how
that
to
back
comment.
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also getting some messages too, like straight up under the message box. So I just took care of that real quick.
Kids these days not knowing how to work computers.
Yeah, I know.
It's Facebook. How can you mess that up?
Oh, your mom's doing some publicity for you. That's
Aw.
awesome.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Yeah.
My mom's.
Hi,
She-
Mom. You got to say hi to Mom.
Well, she let us know about Ryan Minnie's microphone problem last week too.
Yeah.
So she's kind of our technical support.
Right.
Apparently.
That
Oh.
was important. Everyone wants to hear what Ryan Minnie is saying.
I thought it was interesting.
As interesting as it is,
I want to
Alright.
have him back on because he has theories that they're different than mine.
Have him on with
Like-
me.
Well, I forgot to
No,
ask.
we're not
That'll
gonna do
make for
that.
a great webcast, I think.
I don't
No.
want to bicker fest, but one thing I did forget to ask was like whenever he said he eats once a day,
Yeah.
like a big meal. I forgot to ask about like your sugar and like that glucose spike. the
Right,
sugar
that's what I
spike.
thought about later, and like I'm still racking my brain about it, and I'm like, I can't.
I'll give you the answer
I
he
can't do
would.
it.
He must,
Nonsense, random excuse, nonsense. It's pretty much.
he must eat like just a lot of protein and no
No
carbs,
carbs,
no
very
sugar.
little.
Yeah, just
But you
all
still
protein.
have to have the carbs to work out.
Yeah, to have the energy.
I
I don't know.
can't.
This is a good question.
And then
We'll
what if you
keep it in
have,
mind,
like,
and we definitely want to ask him about it.
What if you have diabetes or like what's the opposite?
Low blood sugar. I think it's just called like
There's
hypoglycemic.
Biodiabetes.
Or hypoglycemic.
diabetes and-
Hypoglycemia.
Is it okay?
Yeah, below
You know, like,
sugar.
but you have to. One of them has to eat all the time. Like you would have
They
like.
eat it like every 2 hours.
I guess that person couldn't do it with his system. I couldn't do it. I can't eat once a day. Like
He's
No.
God.
could
I
be.
wouldn't go that far.
Right, well, he could be a
Well,
disciple.
he would.
All right, we're not bashing anybody on our podcast.
Yeah, me neither.
You can go on his Facebook page and bash him.
I don't know, man. Let's get back into some scary movie stuff. You know who was always a creepy, scary movie guy?
Who's that?
Candyman.
I've never seen
You
it.
never seen Candyman?
Oh,
Yeah.
the first one was pretty creepy.
That was
Actually,
pretty-
there were a couple good. They had a couple good ones.
There's like Candyman like 4. I
Oh,
The
is
think.
there?
first one
I saw
was good.
3,
If
I
anyone's
think.
out there has seen Candyman, it's been so long, but he was a slave that fell in love with a white lady, and so they found him. They poured honey on him and made bees sting him to like almost to death. Didn't they hang him too?
Maybe I have seen that.
I don't know.
because
I
that
thought they
seems
No,
really
stung
they,
him to
familiar.
death.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure they cut off one of his hands too.
They didn't. They put the honey all in that maybe
Yeah.
or something like
and
that.
then he has like this big hook, and if you say his name 3 times in a mirror, it doesn't work. I've done it on 3 separate occasions because
Is it in the mirror? It's not even in the mirror, is it?
Yeah, it's like Bloody Mary.
I
Was
think
it
it
in the
is in the
mirror?
mirror, and then he comes up behind you all
And
creepy in the mirror.
slits
Like,
your throat or hooks you.
he's like, "What kind of
Candy do you like?
no? What kind of shampoo is that? Is that Strawberry Suave? Oh my God, that smells nice."
He was a big
And then
scary dude though.
He cuts you from your gizzard to your throat, or from your gizzard to your groin, or something. So he basically cuts you in 2 with his big hook. But he was, I mean, that one actually was a little bit freaky
And,
when I first saw it.
He would bring he could like had bees.
Summon bees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he could just like make him attack.
There's
you.
a newer movie
Okay,
out.
now I see the comment now. I don't know for what reason it just came up, but
All right.
Renee Park, yeah, here's your shout out.
Hey.
Woo-woo!
What up? What up?
Hey, Renee.
I see that you finally got it to work. Renee's comment on my post was, "I can't get it to work."
We are very proud of you. Great job, Renee.
And somebody, transgender people, really? Hey, that's a fact of life.
Yeah, we're not hating.
Well,
I'm promoting him.
well, here's someone that we didn't promote. The guy who had the operation and then decided he was going to fight in women's MMA. Like, that's not cool.
I don't know.
It's not cool, dude. Whenever you're
Yeah.
a man and you
I
have
don't know.
hormones that make your bones denser and your muscles bigger, that is an unfair
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
It's not like he was a kid and had it done whenever he was like
Right.
4 or 5. He was in his 20s when he had it done. So
Yeah.
now all of a sudden you
Why
wanna
would they
fight-
allow that then?
He didn't tell. He's legally a
Oh,
woman.
Okay.
He fought 3 chicks and beat the hell out of
Oh,
them.
That's pretty
Massacred
crazy.
him.
And then they found out.
ridiculous.
And that shouldn't be. And then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, if they're trying to argue they're a female now, when they got their junk cut off, that their testosterone goes away or whatever, but they're still, like he's saying, the bone density and all that. Why
Everything's
don't they have a
already in place.
transgender MMA?
Did he get
Is that the
fined?
new thing?
You remember the steroids? Like, they should have 2 classes of sporting events.
Yeah,
you should have,
steroid.
You could have steroids, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And you should
Open.
have natural. And many said no one would watch the natural. I don't believe that. I think some people would probably enjoy
Yeah,
seeing
it's
what the
much
human
more
body
respectable.
can
Yeah.
do on its own, as opposed to. But also, I'm sure people will watch what
Oh, yeah.
years of steroids will do to you, and
Yeah.
just to see the freaks.
Right,
you know?
and
But
then
isn't that
they'll-
all professional sports? Majority
They'll-
of them.
Even if they did that,
They
there's
got
Baseball,
other
basketball.
other things that are so undetectable now. You know what I mean? They're always going to find a way around the system.
if they did that, had a steroid league and a natural league, there's still going to be people that cheat and try to do the natural on something and try to pass it.
It'd be easier.
They can't test everybody. I would fight somebody on steroids. I don't care.
September says it seriously took her 20 minutes to get the podcast.
Oh my God.
We're proud of her. She did it.
She did it, yeah. It
Yes.
took my sister 4 weeks, so I mean, you're ahead of the game. Good job.
I think we need to do a how-to video and upload
How to
it.
do it? See,
There you
that's a
go.
good video that we need to do. See, we need good. Watch, I'm going to put a pin.
Write
in
that
it.
down.
I'm putting a pin in it. I'm going to come
Put a
back
pin
to
in
it
it.
later.
How to what?
How to
How
get
to
on
get
the
to
how
the
to get
Ustream.
on to view it.
Oh yeah, we'll put it right on the Facebook page.
There you go.
That's what we needed to do. We will tell you how,
Show.
and they'll be like, it'll be on our videos. Just go to the videos.
So, who has a scary movie out there that is pretty obscure? So that's the kind of comment I want right now.
There is, before it's even asked, there's a movie that I just recently watched. It came out in like 2011, I do believe, and there's another one coming out this year called VHS, and it's about. I won't even say what it's about. It's a small, like short stories. There's like 5 or 6 different short stories within this one story, and it's pretty damn impressive. It's super scary.
So each story is like 15 or 20 minutes long, something like that? Or
Each
is
story's
it a really
about
long movie?
They vary. Like some's like half hour, and then another one's like 45 minutes, 25 minutes, stuff like that.
William Pizzolatto, do you know him?
Yep.
Apparently that's your life partner and your somewhat homosexual lover.
I mean, that would be inbred. That kid's like kind of like my brother.
Oh, well, I'm
Whatever
not
he
saying
says,
it.
whatever he says, I'll go with that then.
What was I going to say?
Hey, kick him out because he's not 18.
Oh, dude.
What? Hey, buddy, get
buddy,
the
you
bed.
can-
I'll bust him out.
Billy,
Billy boy.
get out of here, sir.
Bust your ass. I'm going to tell your parents.
Let's call his parents right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Man, who was? Well, I was just thinking of a scary movie, and now I can't remember it. Dag on it.
Damn it, Billy.
Oh,
No.
no, this is what I was thinking. You want to know why I could never be in a scary movie?
Why?
A scary movie could never happen to me. It would be the shortest scary movie ever. Some shit happens, and I leave.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the cellar. I'm not going to the attic.
You don't slip when running away?
No, I'm not investigating a sound. I can get my key in my
We
car
have to
door.
go back in.
I can unlock my car door pretty easily and
Yeah.
take off. I'm done. Like, I'm selling. I don't care if I just bought this house.
We should make a movie.
If I just bought that, yeah, it'd be the
Yeah.
it'd be the shortest scary movie ever.
Well, I was going to ask you that. You have a lot of masks that you could do. Have you thought about that?
He's
Make a
done-
little short, scary
He's
movie?
done some scary.
Yeah. Me and my friend Travis Smith made like a Halloween tribute teaser. There's no actual movie, but it's like a 5-minute video. If
Yeah.
that, 3 minutes or something.
Like
A
short,
little
yeah,
Halloween
but it's like-
tribute.
Yeah, it's
Michael
like-
Myers tribute, right?
It's basically him finding his mask, and him is
yeah.
me.
What's that? How do we
Yeah.
get? How do you get to that? Is it on
YouTube.com/theAJGood.
YouTube?
Oh, the AJ Good.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to drop the.
Right. They
That's
wouldn't
what
let
they
me
did
just
with-
use AJ Good for some
Oh,
reason.
There's probably some other AJ
That's
Good.
what you need, Deacon.
What? The Deke Deacon?
The Deke Deacon.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that later. I like that. The Deke Deacon. Boom.
The Deacon.
I'll get you
Deacon.
subscribers. I'll make a little link to yours on my YouTube.
We've got some ideas for some funny videos.
Yeah, I think our YouTube video is still in my name or something. I don't know.
It is.
Or-
It comes up under Jeremy Kitts, but if you just type in Blue Wall Podcast,
All
you'll
the
find
videos
all the
come up.
videos. But then it says channel Jeremy Kitts.
I
That's
tried
some
to
type
change
of
that.
yeah, okay. It's some type of vanity thing. I don't know.
It's his.
He's like,
it's his.
Yeah, everyone has to come and see Jeremy Kitts. But
That's how I promote myself too. They type in Blue Wall Podcast, but then my videos
Bam.
pop up too, and then bam, yeah,
True that.
I promote myself
There you go.
through this podcast.
so
What kind of funny videos you trying to do?
oh yeah. Well, I don't want to give all of them away, but we got a couple good ideas.
Does before we go, who does anyone know Mary
I do. Yeah.
Raymond? She said there's no link on her mobile format. A lot of people have trouble.
I don't know if
watching
you
on
can
their
watch it
phone.
from mobile.
You
Yeah.
can't
I don't
watch
Like
it.
if it's like an iPhone,
You can
maybe,
watch
but-
it from your phone, but you have to have a wireless link. Yeah, like a Wi-Fi
Right.
link.
She'll have
And-
to go back later
Yeah.
and watch it on YouTube.
And to do that, she'll have to go straight to Ustream,
Mhm.
put in Blue Wall Podcast exactly right, not like blue, separate, wall, separate, podcast, because it's
Yeah, she can just watch it on YouTube. It's too much work.
Sorry,
there,
Mary. We're telling you now. We're sorry.
She can't
You'll
hear
Even
see
though
it
she
la-
can't hear it.
No, she'll see it later though.
We're
She'll
sorry.
know we're sorry for now.
Oh well.
I
later.
mean, that's the breaks. She can watch the makeup one, I guess. I don't know. Speaking of scary, probably a real life scary movie nightmare that they're going to make a movie out of probably before too long. I know everyone has seen it. Jeremy, can you somehow work up that clip of the guy in Cleveland?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
If you
Yes.
guys have not seen this,
I haven't seen it either.
this is a very serious situation. Yes, I understand that. But this dude is almost to the point of clowning. And it is so funny that some of the stuff that he's saying is the funniest. But of course, everybody by now has heard about
So, yeah, let's tell-
Amanda Berry, Gina De Jesus, and
De Jesus.
De Jesus.
Come on now.
Sorry, my Spanish is a little rusty. And
The
there,
juice.
there was also
juice.
another young lady. I do not know her name offhand. I will try to find it in a second. but
Didn't I
I'm
share that
not
on
going
on the Blue Wall page today?
No, you shared it
On
from
my
your
own page? Okay.
You should have shared it from the Blue Wall page because
I thought I
Got some
did.
hits. Anyway, there was another girl. I guess 10
There
years
it is.
ago, this Amanda Berry was kidnapped. Uh, she had a baby while she's, you know what I mean? She's
Wow.
been in
From
with
one
this
of those
dude.
guys?
Yeah, I think. I don't know the full story behind it, but so they're just like right in the middle of this working class neighborhood up in Cleveland, you know what I mean?
It was in Ohio.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. The cops
Okay.
been to this guy's house. I seen one thing where the neighbor said her daughter seen a naked lady crawling in the backyard. They called the cops. The cops were just very dismissive of the
Yeah.
whole situation. Like, okay,
We
yeah,
don't want to deal with it.
yeah, we'll send somebody around, I guess. Which I don't know. Maybe in Cleveland they get that kind of stuff a lot. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it seems kind of serious to me. But I don't know.
I think if that happened in Chillicothe, they would react the same way. And I'm friends with a lot of police officers. It's just something weird, like, oh, a naked lady in the backyard. Okay, we'll drive by.
Well, I've learned this about police officers.
Not all. Whatever
No,
it
I've
is.
learned this about all police officers.
Oh.
They are people,
Mm-hmm.
just like you and me.
Yep.
Some of them are assholes. Some of them are really good at what they do and take their job serious.
Yep.
Some of them are just frustrated with where they're at in life and authority, power trip. You know, but you can. I think they're just people, just like everyone else. None of them are. Some of them are awesome. Some of them are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got the thing ready. All right, I'm gonna unplug one of you two's mics
Go
coming
for it.
up, and we're gonna play.
It's not my mic.
Oh.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, we're not gonna do
is-
that. Oh shit!
Oh, that is horrible.
All right,
Why
we're
did
not
you-
gonna do that.
Take that,
God.
audience.
Sorry.
But anyway,
That's what you get for unplugging me.
Right. No,
this guy.
he didn't like that either.
This guy. See, I think what he said.
I'll play it here. It should play out of my laptop. It won't be.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just use the speaker on the laptop.
I'll put my mic to it. My mic. All right, here we go.
Listen to this, and if you are at a computer, which you obviously are, find it.
That's loud.
What?
Oh, come on, really?
Were they giving you a commercial halfway through it?
No.
No, it's just buffering, loading.
Oh
I got a
God,
lot of shit going. I mean,
you're the
There
worst.
you go.
We didn't even get to the funny part
Yeah,
yet.
it was loaded
Oh,
a
here
little
we go.
bit.
all right, yeah, here we go.
Eat my McDonald's.
They got him doing shit.
Listening to salsa music, eating ribs.
Oh my god.
That looks so fake.
Dead giveaway.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
That dude, I watched that
Wow.
thing like 3 times. That dude
That's
had me
awesome.
rolling.
It almost looked fake. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
for real. Like he wasn't a real person. He was acting. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's good stuff though.
My
People are like
neighbor.
that.
I'm barbecuing ribs with this guy.
Listen to salsa music.
Salsa. Yeah,
What
it
does
was
that mean?
salsa music. Yeah. What? Ribs and salsa.
AJ, a lot of dudes like you, man. Doug Hill's like, AJ, you're so hot.
That's the burper. That's the burper.
Oh.
Need to have him on here.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Doug Hill, if you're still watching,
You need to come.
would you
burp.
be interested in coming on and showing off your talents? AJ says you're a world record holder. Is that true?
Damn right.
We got quite a bit of a delay, so he's probably not going to hear that for a couple
Okay.
of minutes. But anyway, that's probably a horror story in itself, man. Imagine have you seen the picture of these dudes? The picture of these, there was like 3 of them living in the house, and it just looks like it's probably the worst situation.
10 years, right?
10 years for the one girl. I think the other girl that I do not have the name of was there even longer. She was the first to be abducted. And I don't know when. I probably should have researched this.
How do
There
you
were-
keep somebody in a house for that long? That's insane.
Well, they're probably like basement bound, or you know what I mean, tied up constantly, or just like, I don't know. It'd be horrible. And I hate to say it, but he's probably raping her and
Mhm.
doing every other
That's.
horrible
Oh, yeah.
thing.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
where the kid came from.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I
she
think
didn't
so.
have one when she went in. She was 14.
So she didn't have the baby in
14,
a hospital either.
16. You think?
That's crazy.
Probably not.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
See, and
Horror movies are cool, but like real life stuff like that, it's like, come
and
on.
here we're going to get into the situation that these dudes are going to probably go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to get the death penalty because they didn't kill anybody. So I'm going to have to foot the bill for these dudes for the next 40 years, and then their hospital bills until they finally die of natural causes, because they ain't never getting out of prison.
Did they catch the other ones besides the one guy?
I think there was 3 dudes living in the house. Don't quote me.
That's
on
what
that,
I
but,
heard.
Yeah, I think it was like they're all like brother and like
So
son.
what
I was gonna
was it-
say if they haven't caught them all, it's only a matter of time until they do.
Human
Human
Sons of Bra-
trafficking, maybe.
I don't think so,
Kidnapping.
because I think
Yeah.
it was just kidnapping and they weren't selling them to anyone. They just
How could 3
Were
people
they-
be in cahoots about kidnapping?
it was
they-
like a dad and a son, or a son and an uncle and a
And
brother.
they're probably raping them, basically.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sure of it, man.
That's
It's
what they
just
were doing. They were like sex slaves or something.
That's crazy that's
was that?
real. Like,
someone.
Oh, that's me. I forgot to turn it back down.
But anyway, that's crazy.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, what? One of them, they said that she called her sister and said she was getting a ride home. And then she never came home. A ride home from Burger King or something.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, the Berry girl.
Yeah.
Whatever, like, what? They just, it's just weird. Like,
How does someone disappear?
and they kept him
Yeah.
for 10 years. How did for 10 years these girls never got one chance
it's
to
not
escape?
far from where they were. Too.
I'd
like,
get away
taken
within 2
Mhm.
months.
Huh?
I could get away within 2 months.
Oh, I would hope. Like, I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
How do
10
you
years
stay
those
in a
guys
house?
didn't fuck up one time
Yeah.
that they couldn't get out.
That's impressive.
dropped an F-bomb.
I mean, well, I'm serious about this.
William, cover your ears.
Billy just not even supposed to be on here. I don't care if he goes by Billy or not. I'm calling him that.
My
'cause
mother
he
always
should be
told me
watching.
from a very young age, never let anyone take you anywhere. It's better, and she was pretty serious. She didn't candy coat it. She's like, it's better that you get killed in the street than to be taken
Mhm.
somewhere and raped and brutalized and then probably killed too.
I'm 20, and I like always have a knife on me. As soon as I turn 21, I'm gonna have my CCL, and I'm still gonna be weary of everything. Like I'm always paranoid about stuff.
Well, I mean, it's good to be a little bit paranoid, but
Mhm.
I'm just saying, from a very young age, my mom, I thank God that she did
Yeah.
not try to sugarcoat it or anything. Like, oh, kick
That's
and
what
scream.
more people
She's like,
need.
you do not go anywhere. You get if he says he's going to kill you, you say, Yeah, I mean, you're going to kill me then right here, and you're not taking me anywhere. So I'm
That
very.
was an in-depth conversation your mother gave you.
Yeah, she's serious about it. Like she knew
Because
what was
I'm a
going on.
girl and I've been in like strangers' cars before.
What? Why?
I was in a car accident when I lived in Houston by myself, and they sent me to a hospital across town, let me off at 2:30 in the morning. I didn't know anyone in Texas. I'm not from Texas.
See, that just seems like the plot for a horror movie.
Yeah, and like I had blood was like my hair and my blood was dried to the side of my face, and I had to walk across. Have you been to Houston? It's huge.
No.
It's probably like a
Well, everything's
30
bigger
minute,
in Texas.
Everything is bigger in Texas. It was like a 30-minute drive from my house, from the hospital. They dropped me off, and like when they discharged me, they were like, no one else can give you a ride home. Like, we dropped you off, but we can't give you a ride home.
Wow.
So I walked about halfway across Houston until about 5 o'clock in the morning, where I just got done with it. And I think I was in a high prostitution area. I'm not positive, but this guy gave me a ride home. He wasn't that bad. Like,
You got lucky.
You got
on
lucky.
Yeah.
on a level of creepy,
Where-
he was extremely weird. Yes. Was I afraid of him? No.
Do you like to party?
Yeah.
Hey, what's
couldn't
going
get a
on?
cab?
You party?
No. I
That's
didn't
so
have any
weird.
money. I didn't have any. I was like in a hospital gown with they gave me my shirt, but they had cut it. So I had my pants, but I had the hospital gown on top, and that was it.
Okay, we've got some updates on the story. The first girl's name was Michelle Knight, and Rochelle says that there were 3 brothers that were involved, so it wasn't like a dad and an uncle or a son. It was just 3 brothers, which they look exactly alike. I thought it was like 3 different time periods, like a guy been arrested 3 times. I was like, oh, no, it kind of looks different. And Doug Hill says he burped so loud in his class today that his science teacher said, holy expletive deleted.
So he probably shouldn't be watching.
No, he's in college.
Oh,
perfect.
okay, college
Yeah.
science.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, college science.
Oh,
class.
apparently your friend Mary doesn't like it. She must have finally got on right when we were watching the video. And she's like, I thought you were going to talk about stuff. I got bored and stopped watching. Not fun to watch
That's
someone
the-
watch videos.
That's the internet age. You know what I mean? You need instant gratification. You can't hang out for 20 minutes. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Mary.
jeez.
That was a 2-minute
Shit.
video.
Jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long.
And it was funny.
Yeah,
Like-
we had a complication, but it was all right.
Yeah.
Tosh.0 is like one of the biggest shows ever, and that's all it is
Watching videos.
Yeah. And I bet she
I used
watches
to like
that.
Tosh, but now he's getting kind of douchey.
I don't even have cable anymore.
Yeah, I don't have
Netflix.
cable either. Netflix, yeah,
Yep.
Netflix is good.
Netflix and the internet.
He's getting douchey.
He's kind of getting douchey, and everyone else is
Yeah.
stealing the premise.
Yeah,
Well,
ridiculousness.
they kind of stole it from Talk Soup, right?
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
Yeah.
Ridiculousness is still kind of funny, but it's
Well, Shaq's
very
got the
loosely
new show
based.
now.
That
That-
is awful. I've seen
Yeah,
the trailer.
that was the stupidest idea
God.
ever.
everything.
Shaq,
on
what
the-
are you doing trying to do
What's it
something
called?
else?
What's the name of it?
I don't know, but it's on True TV, and everything on True TV is awful. They
And
have like
it's-
all the towing shows.
It's like ridiculousness basically, and it's
It's
called
shacked
Shack
up.
something. Oh,
Shacked up.
No,
It's Shazammed.
no, it's something stupid, but it has Shaq's name in it. I was like, really? Like, it was, yeah.
But Shaq's kind of funny.
No, the trailer
No.
sucked.
He's just really
it's-
big and
If you
dumb.
think about it, how ridiculous he is.
Don't let those icy hot commercials fool you. He's not that funny. Somebody writes all that for him.
And he talks like,
Shaq's kids are.
he's just,
Got to do some Cat Williams. Yeah, I think it's Cat Williams. Shaq's kids are big and dumb because they're so young. They're like 2 years old, but they're like 4 foot. So you can fool them real easy. Like they just you think they're smart, but they just repeat the last thing that you say. You want a cookie or a whooping? A whooping. Kids don't know what to do. I'm
Man, Cat
sorry.
Williams needs to have something new come out. He's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
man, he's rich now. He's
Yeah.
smacking people in Staples or something. Did you see that? He got arrested for smacking some dude and
Oh,
checking
didn't he
him
get a
out.
DUI too?
I wouldn't surprise me.
Kid
What?
Rock beat
I-
some guy up in a Waffle House a couple years
Did
ago.
he get in a fight with somebody or did he beat him up?
He threw him through a window, is what I heard.
Through a
Like
window?
broke
Yeah, I
the
don't
glass
know.
window at a Waffle House.
Did he?
I'm
do
sure it wasn't like a Steven Seagal throw.
Did he do it or did
You
his
Steven
bodyguard?
Seagal throwed that
bodyguard do
microphone.
it?
Yeah, I did. Get out of here.
If your bodyguard throws somebody through a window, that's different from you doing it.
True.
I don't know. I wasn't there. So
He
I
got
can't-
arrested. It was his
Okay,
mugshot
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's awful. It's Kid Rock.
He's
so.
trying to get some street Oh, don't
Yeah.
let your mom hear that.
Oh, do you hear about his tour? His recent tour? He's like doing like $20 tickets and
Is it with Hank Williams Jr.?
Yeah.
$20 tickets and $4 beers or something just to get people to come. 'Cause
Well, it's ridiculous. If you go to a show, looked up tickets.
I don't go to concerts anymore because of this
Well,
price.
I wanted to go to a
Shaq's
certain
show is called Upload, by the way. Thank
And,
you, September.
and I looked up tickets because I was thinking they were going to go on sale like next week or
Mhm.
something. It was $1,400 if I wanted to sit in the main section.
For what
Kid
show?
Rock?
$1,400.
For
I
who?
looked up Pink. I looked up Jay-Z, and I think I looked up Kanye West too.
That's insane.
Those
Yeah.
all suck.
I went and saw-
Jay-Z.
I would have see Pink before I see any of those.
I will literally see Muppets on Ice before I go to any of those shows.
We saw Odd Future last year in Columbus. Car got towed. I couldn't even stay for the whole concert because there's so many kids.
Yeah.
It was so hot that I
I like
couldn't
Earl
breathe.
sweatshirts.
Yeah, and he was the only one that wasn't there.
You know,
Yeah.
I think he's probably lyrically,
He's lyrically
the best out
amazing.
of the whole crew.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's neither
Yeah,
here
yeah,
nor
yeah.
there.
concerts.
So how do they get away with doing $4 beers? Do they have to give?
You go to a different show. I've been. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm getting a
apparently.
little worked up
Talking to
here.
the mic.
Like I've been to comedy shows.
Mhm.
Those beers they give you, they're like the big beers, not the ones you get at the bars. They're slightly bigger. Like I'm talking $9.
Yeah, that's what I was
Per
asking.
beer.
All right, well, I thought you were going to tell me what I was trying to ask,
I
since
don't
you
know
just
what you're
cut me
gonna
off.
tell me.
Tell me what
Um,
I'm trying to ask.
Well, but you cut me off like you knew. How do they get away with it being a $4 beer instead of a $9 beer? Like, it's probably going to be the ones that are normally $6 or something. But
Sponsors, maybe?
I think
they're
$4
obviously
they're making a
No.
good profit off of a beer anyway.
Yeah, but
for
it's
$4.
How much
already-
those beers cost?
it's a venue that sells them for that. How can they come in and have them sell it for cheaper
They're
without
selling
giving
it-
them money for doing that or something?
Maybe the tour is sponsored by the beer company,
That could
and
be.
they have a deal
Right,
worked out.
it
or
has to
something.
be. There
Certain
you go.
amount of ticket price.
That's
maybe.
what I wasn't thinking of.
Well, they
Thank you.
only serve like 3 types of beer. And if you think about it, they use those aluminum cans. And how much does like?
I thought they do that
no.
so
If
that
you
they
buy,
don't get thrown and stuff at the concert.
yeah, and so the glass doesn't break,
Yeah.
and so it's more recyclable too. Yes, but those beers really aren't that much more expensive because I used to serve them when I worked in Houston, and those beers were like $2.75. The beers here you get are like $2.25, and that's our cost. Like that's our price that we sell to you.
Mhm.
So we're probably paying at least
Talk with your
$1.50.
other hand and hold your mic.
Hold
there.
on, I gotta interrupt and just let everybody know that if you're just now tuning in, you're watching Blue Wall Podcast.
As you can see, we now have a nice label
It's
across
not
the
moving.
top.
It's
that-
not
It's not
giving
moving.
any-
Tourette's.
no
Or
seizures.
is it? No, yeah,
It's not
epilepsy.
giving any.
Epileptic.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Tourette's could. There could be a Tourette's thing with that. Like,
Sure.
what's going fucking thing?
Oh,
Right? Is
no.
that no? Not a
No,
Tourette's. Like you flip out.
And our guest is AJ Good, and we started off talking about some horror movies and some masks, and now we're just getting into a few other things. If you have any horror movie questions or you want to find out some stuff about some of his masks or anything like that, you can also just type that in. Let us know. We'll ask it. So, all right, now back to whatever we was talking about.
Beer price.
We were talking about beer prices at venues.
Listen, man, I'm probably the only person. I think beer just tastes like piss.
Yeah, I agree.
I worked
Domestic.
No. Listen, you're making my point for me. I worked at the AmVets, and every dude I served this beer to, I'm like, oh no, I don't like beer.
Mhm.
Oh, you didn't try Coors Light. You need to try Pabst.
Let me just piss in a bottle for you.
I'm like, no, beer tastes like beer. It's like coffee.
Yeah.
Every kind of coffee tastes like coffee.
And I don't drink, and I'm obviously young and stuff, but I've never seen the fun in spending a lot of money on beer, drinking something that tastes horrible, and then like falling down and throwing up and having all your friends laugh at you. Like I don't see the excitement.
Well, you don't
in
have
that.
to go that far when you drink.
And drawing
Yeah.
stuff
Then why
on
drink?
your forehead.
Why drink something that tastes awful for no reason?
Well,
Yeah.
you also will like if I used to hate beer, like I couldn't do it. Like it was just like, oh my god, I'd have to drink like Smirnoff or Zima or something
Girl
like
drinks.
that. But now I love beer. Like
Let me get one of the
I love, like,
tropical fruit cocktails, please.
Can you
Could
put the umbrella in
put
there?
The umbrella in there.
I like the
Beer-
hoppy beers now.
Beer is an acquired taste, yes, but American lagers are a lot different than microbrews
Mhm.
or like ales or maybe Belgians. Like before we had like the 1900s, we had a bunch of different types of beers in America, but we had prohibition. And then afterwards, they stopped brewing the same amount of beers that we used to have before. and they wanted to go for like a cheaper beer because I guess during like World War II we had a wheat shortage in America, so I guess they went more
On
towards
Ustream
lighter
and
beers,
my mini cam or whatever.
and that's why we serve like Bud Light, Coors Light,
Gotcha. All right.
Miller Lite. Like that's why they're popular in America because of the wheat shortage during World War II.
I'm pretty
But-
sure I read somewhere that Yingling is the biggest. Beer
It
place.
is.
That's
It's
crazy.
the oldest.
It's the oldest
It's
in
not the
America.
biggest,
No.
but it's the oldest. And like Budweiser owns like a majority, like 50% of the beer in America is owned by Budweiser, like Bud Light, and then someone
And
from
Amsterdam owns Budweiser or something. They're owned by a foreign country, correct?
they used to be owned by Americans, and I
Yeah.
guess Busch Light and the daughter of Busch Light and the son of Budweiser got married, and so they own like 75% of the beer
What are the
market in
chances of
America.
Right.
I know, like how
What's
would
your
you,
dad do? He
Makes
makes beer.
beer.
What's your dad? He makes beer.
And by the
Oh my
way,
God.
our beer connoisseur is Marlena Henry. That somebody was asking. So that they don't want to hear us DBs.
What?
Renee.
These dirty birds?
Renee.
They don't want to hear the dirty birds?
Dumb boys.
Somebody did I drop the F bomb?
No.
Yeah,
I
you
prob-
did.
I was
You
wondering.
dropped an F-bomb
Somebody
way
said
earlier.
it just now. I just dropped the F bomb.
Yeah, that was
again.
way earlier though.
Yeah, remember we got the delay.
And then you technically did it
No,
when
it
you did
was
the Tourette's
just
thing.
now. Like I don't know.
we got a bad
Right.
delay today, man. It's probably like 5
All
or
right,
10
I'm sorry.
minutes.
Yeah, I can drop the F bomb because
It's 18 or older. That's why.
and I'm an adult. I
That's
can
why
do what
we
I
have
want.
the disclaimer.
William.
Jeez.
Yes.
Somebody said beer's horrible and absinthe is their drink, but that's stupid.
It's a slightly acquired taste, yes. Like I didn't like beer when I first started drinking it, but there was only domestics, and the part of the country where I'm from is very popular in microbrews and other types of beer. Washington State makes over 80% of the hops that is made inside all the beers inside the United States. So I've been exposed to a lot of beers, and I have a slight allergy to liquor, and
So
that's
you
why
drink beer.
I drink beer and I drink wine. I know a whole buttload of information about wine. And I know a
It's
little
got a
bit
nice
about beer.
color. Look at the legs on this thing. They make me drink wine at the Olive Garden.
Somebody
sometimes,
wants
like,
your
to
mask.
taste-
Michael Covert.
AJ,
But
let
there
me get
are
those
nice,
masks.
beautiful beers you can get that don't taste like beer. You can get apricot beers. There's stronger beers than the ones that they serve, like Bud Light. It's ridiculous. why
I guess
people
I
drink
just have
that.
no desire for. any of it.
It's like I said, I used to hate it, and now, and then I was like, I could drink beer, but then I couldn't eat something with a beer. Like I was like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Now I love a beer with like pizza or a burger. Or
Okay.
anything like that.
There,
Like
someone
spicy
asked
stuff.
a question relevant to the horror movie. What is everyone's favorite type of horror movie? Gore, ghost, aliens, etc. Wait, I can't. Are alien movies kind of horror movies? I don't really put them in the same.
What is
genre.
that alien movie that is really scary? It's like
The first
Fourth
one?
Kind. Is that what it is?
Oh, the one up in Alaska where they took
Yeah,
the real
yeah, yeah.
footage.
Oh, that
That's pretty
movie,
freaky, dude.
That movie, I've watched that one. I said I haven't watched the movie.
I would consider that a horror movie.
That's kind of, it's really I made him watch it. He did not like it.
I
I
thought it
don't
was scary.
remember what was it.
The movie The Fourth Kind about the people in Alaska.
Yeah.
Can I say
was
something real
weird.
quick? I'm
Remember,
sorry.
and that dude
Renee Park, we're
levitated?
trying to interact with the audience.
Right.
Okay? Jeez, give us a break.
God.
Ask us a valid question.
Yeah.
Shout
Say
out.
yeah. Don't ask for a shout out. Ask me a question. You want me to Rochelle Good, Paranormal Activity 1 through 3? Yuck. Those movies were horrible.
Hey, I saw 2 of them in a theater alone. No one else in the theater. My ex-girlfriend worked at the theater, and I had time to kill, so I just went in there and watched one. And I was throwing popcorn around, jumping. They're
That's
jumping
'cause- Are
movies.
You're
you
one of
kidding
those
me?
I swear.
douchebags.
I swear.
I seen the
prick.
first one and I never seen the other
Throwing
ones.
I watched
popcorn
the
around the
first
movie.
Yeah.
Because he's
yeah.
scared. He's like, "Ugh."
Oh, is that bad?
It was-
Okay, I thought you were like, fuck
Yeah.
this movie. I'm
No,
throwing
no, I was-
popcorn.
The first one's
Yeah.
only scary like the last 15 minutes.
I think the second
The
one's
rest
not as
of
good.
it, it's just too suspenseful.
Yeah.
It's like a
I don't
long,
know.
boring-
There's
I
a
didn't-
point when a movie that's all about jumpy scares gets old.
I guess.
Like, if you watch Paranormal Activity 1 in theaters, you're going to get scared, but it's not like you're going to watch it again at home and be scared of the movie. Because it's all about jumps.
My favorite.
After the second time,
Loud
it's like-
noises.
The guy
right.
who I thought was the scariest was Candyman. I think just because
Mhm.
it was
I
crazy.
mean he's
man.
pretty scary.
You need to check that one out.
I will. It seems really familiar when you explain
No,
it
the
to me.
fourth kind,
And
that movie was pretty scary.
My stepdad is really tall and black, so
Yes.
yeah, I mean, he kind of reminded me of him a
Yeah.
little bit. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm living with Candyman. You know what I mean? He's
But
gonna- What?
He wasn't a short black man. He was a tall black
Tall.
No,
man.
yeah, I mean he had like the same build. You know, my
Of course he was
my
a tall black
stepdad
man.
is,
I know, like, because there's
huge.
only like
He's
only 20% of them
Yeah.
are short.
So what's your two favorite
I
horror
was
movies?
10 years old. I was like, oh man.
Oh, what would be my favorite horror movie?
I like the Mothman, even though I can't walk out to my car by myself.
That's like
after
a
watching
documentary,
that movie. The fourth kind's kind of like a documentary too.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's a movie. It just uses real footage or found footage. That's what like paranormal is, found footage movie.
Like, well, okay,
Well,
I'm
they
gonna.
used, like, it was like half found and then it was half
Yeah.
her, but then it was based partially like on a true story, which made it extra creepy. Which I will never go to Alaska now again.
Because of
This is
Sarah
the fourth
Palin.
one.
Besides Sarah Palin.
She's funny.
No, I like
Hey?
thrillers. I found more than horror.
I mean, Thriller was a great video.
No.
but
Right,
seriously.
it's
like
not that scary.
Scream or those jumpy ones. Those
Yeah.
ones like when the first time I ever watched the first Scream, like it, it's jump, like it makes you jump. That's what I like. But I'll never forget the first horror movie I watched was Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I was in second grade and it was scary.
Yeah, well, it's because you were in second
And
grade.
Right.
like,
If
yeah,
you were to go back now and watch it,
Oh, I
you'd be
know,
like,
right?
It
Oh my
wouldn't
god.
be
Yeah.
scary.
but it was scary.
Kesha
I had
agrees
Dude's
the
got
video
knives
game.
coming out of his
It was
fingers.
very
The
scary.
video game used to scare me because I was a little kid.
Like
I
for
was
Nintendo?
Yeah, the original
With the
Nintendo.
8-bit graphics
Yes.
or 16-bit graphics?
I was like 7, and I play it late at night. I get a little scared.
But folks, remember this is a person that is scared of puppets.
I'm not scared.
so-
I just
Alf
said they're
the
kind of
puppet.
weird. They're just a little creepy. I don't really like puppets that much.
Why? You're just sticking your hand in them and making them talk. Hey, what's going on over there?
Just rode in my Corvette.
Nobody's enjoying this.
Everybody
All
loves
right.
Alf.
Yeah.
Lost everybody on that one.
Good night, folks.
It's over.
Oh,
What's
see,
the least-
This makes a good point. Too many films rely on the jump scares. The Shining was terrifying,
Mhm.
and for that reason, it shows a decent. And then it must have got cut off because that was it.
You know what kind of annoys me is the gore films, like all the Saws.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't
the-
like any of the Saw
we-
movies.
Mm-hmm.
We got a good one here. Somebody said The Shining, and that
Yes.
he said the films that rely too many films rely on the jumps and
I just
scares.
are you kidding me? I just said that.
Yeah, he
He
literally said
repeated what
everything
you
word
said.
for word.
Dude, it was like 30
You
seconds ago, Bunny.
repeated what he
You
read,
just
which
said-
was that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
my bad, y'all.
Oh,
I
come
thought
on
you
now.
were watching Facebook.
But he makes a good point. The Shining. Now that's a scary movie,
Yeah.
dude.
And it'll
Yes.
always
I
be
am supposed to be
a
watching
favorite.
Facebook. Ain't
And
I?
like
I'm sorry.
The Stand.
Oh, Stephen King's It.
Like Stephen King does have some. His books were made
No,
good
The Stand,
movies.
The Stand is a good movie. Well, it's not a movie. It's a good
Have,
series.
have you ever seen The Family Guy where they hit Stephen King and he writes the book while he's falling through the air?
No.
And he's like, done. I feel like that's how he is. That dude writes like a book a day or
he
something.
pumps them out. Yeah,
He's got to.
I like his short story books that have. There's always been just something about like nothing can keep my interest for a long time. So
Yeah.
short stories are really cool. I
That's
think.
what. Yeah, I can't do that. If I read,
I hate reading.
it has to be something I'm learning, like informational reading.
Yeah.
I can't read just to read a
Something that
novel
you're
or-
interested in already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to learn something from it. Like I can't learn about how to be a scary person. Child's Play.
Scariest movie that we've seen. What's the scariest movie we've seen?
What about the scariest letdown? Like M. Night Shyamalan. I always want to see his movies, and they always seem really awesome when I'm watching the the preview. And then I see it, and it's always like the worst. The Village, terrible.
You know what?
Signs, I always think it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
and
The
it never
Village had a
gets
good
better.
premise. I kind of like the basic movie of the premise. I think they went about it in kind of a wrong way, but I like the idea of like some people that are just whacked out and so scared that they're like, we're gonna go live off the land in the woods. Like, I could see that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
how I was with Hostel. Hostel 1, I thought that was cool. Like
You know where
another
yeah.
country
Yeah.
being
that was
kidnapped and
crazy.
That
sold.
was a cringy movie. Like,
sold,
oh,
yeah. And then the second and the third one are like, I can't even believe I sat through
Somebody
the third
just
one.
said that. Hostel.
Yeah, right there, my mom.
Oh, I just got an idea. Since she's watching as well, we'll call her out right now. Why doesn't Renee want to? Why don't she just come on by here sometime?
I know. She can see what it's like.
Yeah,
She'll have to give herself
she
a
has a
shout
lot
out.
of input.
Chris Fleming said he'll give you 6 chickens for your mask. That's kind of a good deal. You can feed a person with 2 chickens. Yeah, I mean that'll get you at least 1 or 2 eggs a day. So you could support a small family with 6 chickens.
If only I had a family to
If
support.
this was Somalia or some other foreign country, you might be able to like marry someone's virgin daughter.
Get him
Yeah,
a sperm and a goat.
6 chickens and his daughter.
Yeah.
We're
His
gonna need
firstborn.
No, I mean you would trade the chickens
Yeah,
for that.
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
So, I mean that's kind of a good deal depending on where you're at.
She said, Renee said Bates Motel.
Yeah.
That's a series now.
Psycho. Well, Psycho.
Or is she
I
talking
think.
about? Yeah, that's probably.
Well, I mean, there's a show.
Hitchcock?
There's a TV
Hitchcock
show.
had some good ones. Like back then, they didn't have all the stuff they have to make their movies great. So you got to have a lot of respect for people who had made like the first scary movies. You know, I mean, you're working with like perception stuff, like far from the screen and close to the screen, and models. You got to make a model for everything.
Yeah. I've been finding a new appreciation for like the Addams Family and the Munsters
I
because
love
like
the Addams
those
Family.
are
That was
so
funny.
Halloweeny.
Here's a factoid. The Addams Family claims that they were the first TV show where the mom and dad shared a bed. Every other TV show from they were censored where
That
the
might be
beds
true.
had to be separated. There was another one fighting with them, but I remember they always shared it. Or maybe it was the Monsters.
Munsters.
Munsters. What did I say?
Monsters.
Yeah.
I remember-
Munsters.
I remember when I was like 13, 14, maybe 12, staying up real late on Friday nights and watching Tales from the Crypt.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I watched that when I was little too, dude.
I'd be like, oh, there were some scary ones.
Yeah. And just the main character, the Crypt
Yeah.
Keeper, was freaky.
And he wasn't even like in it the whole time,
Yeah.
but he was just like, yeah, it's the Crypt Keeper.
And
yes.
then right after him, you had Elvira.
Mhm.
Yeah, you probably was asleep by then, but
No, I knew there was something else.
Elvira, the lady, she had like the
Huge
low
boobies.
cut dress.
I think I
and
kind of had a little
boobs,
crush
yeah.
on her.
Well, I saw her at a
She's
horror
kinda
festival in
scary.
Columbus
She's getting old now, but
like
she's
a year
kinda
ago.
Scary.
It's Elvira,
Yeah.
yeah.
She signs. That's how she makes her money now. She just signs autographs at these shows.
And
Like
charges.
20 or $30 per autograph.
And a picture.
It
Do
might
you
be
get
more
a-
expensive for her. Danielle Harris is the only person that I paid to get an autograph from, and she's the little girl in Halloween 4 and 5, and then she's in Rob Zombie's versions as an older
She plays an older
teenager.
person.
Yeah. But that's how
I
they
don't
make
know
their
if
money.
I like anyone enough to pay them for their autograph.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you
I got a picture with her too, and she's really pretty.
if
That was
you
why I
pay
wanted
have to pay somebody for an autograph, would that mean like later down the road that's going to be worth way more than if
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
have to pay for that? I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Even if
right?
you don't
Yeah,
pay for an
yeah.
autograph,
Yeah.
Because
it's
not a
still
lot of
good.
It's
people are
funny.
getting them.
It's how Pete Rose made his nut for a long time. Yeah, I mean he would like he made all kinds of money off selling his autograph because he got,
And think about a football player, like for the Buckeyes or something. Didn't they just get in trouble for trading their stuff for tattoos?
And that was stupid. I still think that was stupid.
It's dumb, but that just shows you that their stuff's of value.
Right.
Just because it has their name on it.
right, but I just thought it was stupid they got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
what
agree.
I
well,
thought.
you
Like,
can't
Yeah.
make any money whenever you're in college.
it's
apparently.
stupid. Like, yeah,
Not for tattoos, at least.
yeah, and yeah, exactly.
So important to your education.
That was not money. That was a barter trade. There is
Mhm.
nothing in the rules about barter.
There you go.
Somebody liked Hitchcock, Joey. He made things terrifying by using
Using
minimal imagery. My bad. Imagery.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
See that shit?
What happened there?
Yeah. That was crazy.
Okay.
It does something. I wish I knew how to do that.
What?
Like, it
Switches?
goes right to just something completely, like, all what I'm looking at goes
I'm pretty sure
away.
my girlfriend just got that same exact computer, and I can't figure it out either.
Yeah, I do
I
it
hate
on
messing with
accident
it.
all the time, but, like, it would be handy if I knew what the hell I was doing. Like, I
Okay,
could get
so-
right to
It's supposed to make everything easier, but
Yeah.
no one wants to take the time to learn how to do
haven't
it.
figured it out.
Yeah.
Blue Wall Podcast. Please clarify that ratchet does not have the same meaning as doing the most. Have you guys heard this new slang, ratchet?
I
Like
was
that
in high
girl's
school
ratchet?
when that came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's it mean?
I guess it means like gross.
Yeah.
Like a hoe bag.
Not wretched though. It's not the
No.
same word as wretched.
Ratchet, like the tool,
Yeah.
which is stupid. But whatever.
My understanding of it is say there's a drunk girl at a party and she's just like she's ratchet because
Mhm.
she is like trying to be a focus of the room in a bad way, like being the center of
Yeah.
attention in not a good way.
It's
That's
pretty-
my understanding of the word, but other people think it means wretched, but I really don't care. I'm going to use it the way I want to use it, and
As long as
Right.
we all know that we're hammer, I guess everything will be fine.
what's hammer?
I just made it up.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Oh, see? Yeah, I got it. I get it now.
Yeah.
You're very witty and clever. Good job. But anyway, so my sister's over here tripping out on that.
Give me another shout out.
I didn't see anything. She was.
It's on. She posted it on the wall.
If she comes on the show herself, she'll have to give herself a shout out. And how's that gonna work?
You can't do it. Well, I don't know. I guess I do it.
Hold a mirror up.
Whenever I say I'm Deke Deacon,
The
and
Deke
this is
Deacon.
the Blue Wall Podcast. So that's kind of like giving the Deke Deacon. Yeah, you're right.
The
So,
Deke
are you,
Deacon.
did you say you have a band or you play?
No, I've like filled in for other bands and stuff. I cannot find anyone that I'm comfortable playing with, and I know that sounds cocky, but
How about you can?
I
you
can't
can
find
mi-
anyone on my level, bro.
there you go. That's exactly how I feel, though. I know it's shitty, but
We need
Well, what do you, go ahead.
we need
Sorry.
some intro music. And you might know somebody that could do something like
what
that.
kind are you looking for?
I don't know. We just need a song that when we say
You should
we
get like the
turn it
classic
on-
news, like dun dun dun, and then just
That's funny.
that'd
See,
be cool.
That would be funny.
All right.
I can't believe that I've never thought of that. 'Cause
I think
love
I have
Anchorman.
that.
Yeah.
And
I got
Sarah,
sound effects on my phone thing.
I'm gonna give my fiance a shout out, Sarah Thomas. If you're trying to get your wig busted, go see Sarah Thomas out at Looks Unlimited. She'll have you looking crispy clean with that fade or whatever.
Wig busted throws people off because that makes it sound like she's gonna screw you up.
If you need your hair did,
Good.
go check her
It
out.
sounds like she sells wigs.
Who you know this girl?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Okay, so yeah, that's who you're talking about. She must have the same thing. Her laptop just goes right to solitaire or whatever she was doing last. There's shit in there.
Which
It's
is
like-
bad because I watch a lot of porn on her laptop for some reason.
Oh.
So she always finds out about the guys I've been watching.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
girls
you're
I've been watching.
horrible.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it does. It just does it, and I'm on the little mouse pad thing, and just boom, it's to whatever the hell, and
She's like, babe, I've been checking the
Well, I know how much
history,
your bill is now.
yeah.
If that means anything to you.
How much? What?
That bill was
That what bill?
the bill that came up on your screen
Oh,
from
Yeah.
AEP.
was it AEP or
Mhm.
it was, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Paying the electric bill, huh?
Yeah, and I don't know where the hell it's at or how it's on there, and
Yeah.
it just pops up and boom.
I don't know
like-
why porn didn't come up.
because I don't watch porn
What do you do?
on my laptop. I use my phone. I got a smartphone. Easier. I can do it anywhere.
No,
Let me
I
go to
read
the bathroom real
online
quick.
I
that,
just use a mirror.
I read
Sorry.
online that a university was looking for people that like didn't watch porn, and they came up with the conclusion that all men watch porn. They
Dude,
couldn't
girls
find-
watch
Okay,
porn.
They
have,
didn't watch-
have seen it or actively watch it monthly. I mean,
Have
what were
seen
they-
it. They're
Oh.
trying to.
I mean, come on. When you're 13 and your older cousin gives you the magazine or something, I
Yeah,
mean,
but they said like 99.9%.
I used to watch it all the time, and now like I honestly can't remember. Like I've obviously watched it within the past couple of months, but I don't remember exactly when.
I got other shit to do, man. I'm
Yeah.
working. I got 3 jobs. I
That's
got a
why you go
fiance to
mobile
take
like I
care
do,
of.
and you can just like be like, man,
3 minutes. That's all he needs.
I'm going.
As you're pooping,
As you're
get it done.
Like, oh, I gotta go here and like I multitask as I'm taking a
Brushing your
crap.
teeth.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm taking a crap. I'm
Oh, you
drinking
guys
a
are the
coffee
worst.
while I'm watching.
Don't ever let me borrow your phone. Yeah, all that. Yeah, man.
Do you know who that is?
What are we talking about?
No,
Somebody said AJ. Once upon a time, AJ was in a great band.
I've messed around with a couple like solid bands on my own, but it just never happened.
You've been drumming forever, right?
Yeah, I got my first drum set when I was like 3, but that thing was a turd. And then I got like a big real drum set when I was 6.
See, it did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been drumming forever. I thought you just didn't do it anymore, but you
No.
must just do it stealthily.
I do it by myself. Like,
Yeah.
People are always looking for drummers.
yeah,
I hear that all the time.
I just can't. I don't
You should
know.
put a bunch of mirrors in your room. That way it looks like you've got friends in there.
Part of a drum
drumming.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got them.
Here's what you need to do.
What's that?
You play drums.
Yes, sir.
You go to a band looking for a guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Let them find their guitarist, but that means they don't need a drummer. so that their drummer must be good. So they well, that doesn't mean they're going to be good,
What
but
is your plan?
Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I
what
was
I mean? Well, I'm just
trying
saying,
to figure
like,
out what he's
like
saying.
I was gonna
because
give him like 10 more seconds.
thinking like they have a good band and like, oh, they need a guitarist. Like the rest of their band's great, but they want a guitarist. So the rest of that band's gonna be good. You could if you could take that dude's place. You gotta be
I'm
a
just
dick. You gotta be
okay.
a dick a little
This
bit.
is what it sounds like.
You're
You're
gonna be
like you're a
picky.
drummer, and I say yes, and you're like you need to go to a used car place, and you need to test drive every car that's there, and it just
Okay,
didn't
no,
click.
no.
You need to go to the grocery
You're
store.
trying to take someone's spot, is what you're
Right.
talking about.
That way you know that band's probably gonna be better than somebody that or like, oh, band, so we don't even have a
band that's
drummer.
been together, that's able to stay together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
Like-
I got that.
Listen, it's going to be
No,
called the
people-
AJ Good Experience, and you can't do anything else but this. You got to learn to play all the other instruments. You play them one at a time, and then merge yourself with the computers,
Yep.
and that's your band. And
There you go.
that's how you're going to have to do it. Obviously,
I've been thinking about fiddling with the bass so I can play those little Seinfeld things where it's like boom ba ding boom.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome to bust out at any time.
Here's how a band goes. Like the bass, he's over there, and he's this like. You don't have to do much whenever you're a bass. You know,
Mhm.
you got like 3 chords.
Yeah.
So you can drink, do whatever you want. give
Take a
shout
picture of
outs,
yourself.
You know what I mean? Act like you're tuning your shit. You're not doing nothing.
Right.
You're just bop, 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 bop,
You're not
bop.
even plugged in.
And then like the lead singer's Ratchet. Yeah. I did it.
Uh.
So he's all over the place because he has to be. He doesn't play an instrument.
He doesn't
So
even have to sound good.
yeah, he's got to do like, I mean, get the crowd into it. And like the drummer's just back there in his own world. You know what I mean? He's blocked out. He's got a shield of people in front of him.
Mhm.
Like I watch the drummer at our church all the time, and he's just like, and he's not even aware of what's going
Yeah.
on in the room. He's just killing his drums mercifully. And then you got the lead guitar, and he's like,
Looking at all the girls.
yeah, he's trying to sing with the lead singer sometime. Like, let's put our heads together and let's put their heads beside each other and sing into the mic.
Good drummers are like unicorns, nowhere to be found.
Ha! That's a
Says
knock
Joey.
straight on you, bro. Because I'm not
It's
a
fine.
drummer.
It's fine. I am a good drummer. My last name's good, and I play the drums.
Yeah,
so you gotta
That's
figure
fine,
it out.
Joey. If AJ sees you before you see him, yeah,
Yeah.
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 I don't
Right,
think
yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
complete that.
Have you ever thought about playing the drums with Shane?
Huh?
You know, Shane walks around town with the Mission jacket on, long red hair.
Oh, yeah.
Plays
yeah.
air drum at every bar.
Yeah.
I don't
Long
get a bus.
hair.
I don't know.
Kind of looks like the guy off
The Mask.
that movie
with Cher.
back in the day.
Oh.
Had
Shane.
the dude had the
That's a good movie, too.
yeah.
Yeah, he brings his drumsticks into. We tried to
And
get him to
he-
play the other day because we had a drummer during
Now,
open mic.
Does he really play the drums?
No,
or
he
does
airs
just
it.
airs
Well, he brings his sticks.
They
in.
tried to get him to play, and he probably had an excuse.
He did not. We were trying to get him to play Wipeout, which is like you play that in 5th grade band.
Yeah.
So
Dude, you got to be at least this good, right?
My grandpa bought me that cassette. It was Wipeout over and over again, and made me
The
learn it
single.
when I
The
was like 8 years
bird.
old.
The bird is a word.
Oh, AJ's a god on the drums. Joey made up.
Yeah.
That's right. He
what
got
kind
the
of set
point.
do you have?
It's a
Got a
Pearl
jazz set?
Export series. It was a 5-piece, but I've added a ton of cymbals and just little
Double
other
bass.
stuff. Yeah, I got double kick
You
on
got a
it.
double bass,
See-
really?
Yeah.
We share,
I don't know why
My
anyone
best-
plays without a double bass.
We
honestly.
share somewhat of the
I don't
same
play with the
musical.
double bass.
Like I love double, especially like whenever I was training and
Mhm.
like before I got to a fight. Even though I mean you're gonna fight no matter what music's playing. But there's something about songs that just like are nice and slow, and then all of a sudden they're just tearing your heart out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
What's double bass? Like you hit them both at the
Both
same
your feet,
time,
like-
or you alternate?
Slipknot does a lot of
Does
it.
Yeah.
it make
like I
it-
used to listen to constant double bass heavy metal stuff like that, and now like it just disinterests me. Like I listen to Tool. That's
I
about
like
all I
Tool.
listen to.
They have a double bass in Tool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny Carey is
He's
probably
pretty
my favorite
amazing,
drummer. He's
too.
insane, and
I don't even like
that
double
whole
bass.
band is amazing. Maynard as a singer for
Oh
any
man,
band is
dude, I've seen him on some YouTube videos where I just didn't think he was going to make it. Like
'Cause he's
so
crazy?
he's so like junkied out, like but all of a sudden like his voice is perfect.
he doesn't do drugs.
Yeah, no, his voice is freaking
Was he alcoholic
awesome.
then?
No, he owns a winery. He's just weird. He is literally just a weird
Well, it
guy.
looks like
Yeah, one of the name of his albums
you seen-
I believe was Enema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
don't
in another
know.
band called Pussifer, and they have 2 albums. One's called V is for Vagina and V is for Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just an
He's.
abnormal.
Have you seen any of
You ever
Tool's?
heard him talk?
Any of Tool's music videos where it's like the little claymation figures?
Yeah.
He tries to like move like that to certain songs, and that's why he looks like a weirdo.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I thought he was done, but his voice is just.
He's in
perfect.
movies and all kinds of stuff that you just
Yeah,
wouldn't.
no, if you've seen him like not in the Tool videos, you wouldn't know it was him.
Mhm.
Like I pulled up videos of him singing other songs that are completely different, and he's like comes out in a little tiny knit sweater, and he just has a beautiful voice.
And he always looks different.
He does.
He's
yeah.
either bald, or sometimes he has a cowboy hat on, or long hair, or he's painted solid blue.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
he paints
Tool's
If
solid
you
been
blue.
saw
around for a
Maynard
while, though. I've
Keenan
liked
on the
Tool
street,
for a
you
long
wouldn't know
time.
it was him.
I like Rage too. Like I like stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he did a song with Rage Against the Machine. I was
Yeah.
watching a video of that
Was
the other
it
day.
Zach De La Rocha or was it someone else singing with Rage?
I don't know.
Because I only like Zach De La Rocha. I think the rest of it's bullshit.
Pocket full of shells. I don't know what it was.
But anyway,
That's Zach De La Rocha.
you
Yeah,
need a
then it was
band.
him.
You're actively looking for some band members
Yeah,
that aren't crap.
yeah.
What do you want to? I mean, is it their fault or is it your fault? Do you just not?
I don't
know
know
what
if
you wanna
I'm.
do?
I don't know if I'm too picky, but I definitely know what I don't want to do.
'Cause I want to tell you, normally the guy with no friends is probably his fault.
Right. But I just know I don't know what I want to do, but I know exactly what I don't want to do. Like
Okay.
there's just certain things that drive me
Alright,
nuts.
so basically, you've got a big list of what you don't want to do.
yeah, like
Some-
do you know the band Five Finger Death Punch?
Yeah.
Makes me wanna kill myself.
Yeah. Man, what did they remade
Bad Company.
Bad Company. Ugh.
They're just
Puke
really.
in my throat.
It's called butt rock.
They did that.
They're really bad.
Silent Sound of Silence too, right? No, they didn't. That was somebody. That was Boba
So
Fett.
that-
Boba
yeah,
Flex.
that
They're
was
like a
Boba
kind of
Flex.
local band. aren't
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very local.
I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah. What the hell?
We're talking about him getting a band together.
But
I know.
it's
Oh.
He doesn't
kinda-
even know really what he just knows what he what.
I was
doesn't
gonna
wanna do. He
say,
doesn't know what he
It's
wants
kind
to
of
do.
hard to find a band though. Like if you're in a band and you're
Mhm.
looking for another band member, because I've been in a band. We used to have band practice every Wednesday, which is
September's
pretty
frog name is
much Keg
Maynard.
Wednesday, and we looked for a bassist for like 8 months, and we were like actively
Mhm.
looking for a bassist. And my friend Ryan, who was the lead singer, got in at least 3 to 5 fights with other dudes coming in trying to play bass that did not play the same type of music as us. They thought
Yeah.
they did, but then we were like, no.
What did
No.
What did you play?
Not slapstick bass. That's all we got.
Well, it's hard. Like if you're a perfectionist, like that's good,
Mm-hmm.
but that's also it'll work against
Yeah,
you.
it'll kill you.
You know what I mean?
You be your
Because-
own biggest critic and everything, and then
Right.
nothing's good enough.
Yeah. and
I
you
haven't
can
even
hold
gotten
it
that
back.
far. I haven't even gotten that far with any kind of band that I'm like.
But you'd have to have a band to even.
I think I'm the opposite
anything.
of I think I'm a perfectionist, but I just do everything awesome, so I'm always satisfied
Oh.
with my work. So I don't ever have a problem with it. I don't know. It's just
Take
weird.
pride.
Yeah, it's a weird situation to.
Or maybe everything you touch is awesome.
Yeah, there's some type of Midas touch that I have.
There's a chemical that comes out of you.
Yeah. I piss excellence.
Like the rest of it
Yeah.
sucked,
Boo.
but that part with you was amazing.
Yeah, weird. It's weird how things usually end up like that. I don't want to toot my own horn, but
You should have touched Ron Paul, and then he would have won the election.
nah, he was never going to win, but I
Yeah.
wanted him to.
He's a pretty cute little guy. Have you
wanna-
seen
Oh shit! It's 11 o'clock, dude.
It's bedtime. Oh,
already?
we're
Yeah.
the chair. The fuck the. What is it? The buggy, the Cinderella buggy, the.
Chariot.
Chariot?
Is it a chariot? I was gonna
No,
say
it's
chariot.
It's a Jeep Wagoneer.
No, whatever. It's turning back into a pumpkin. What
Okay.
the hell
Is
is
it?
it?
Yeah, your chariot
A
awaits.
wagon, the buggy. Is
Buggy?
it chariot?
I think it is a chariot.
I have no idea.
God,
Chariot sounds good. We'll call
Yeah.
it that.
Yeah.
Hey, Cinderella, we gotta get you to the ball.
I still don't feel like that's right, but yeah, it's 11. It's gonna turn.
Man, I can't
back.
believe William stayed up late enough to see this. I thought his
Aw,
bedtime was like
little
7.
guy.
Wow, good for you, Billy.
Billy's the guy who can't make it through like the first commercial of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's so excited to stay up to see it.
Saturday Night-
All right, Michael, let us know what the F News Channel 3 ad keeps playing.
It's because we get the free one, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If
Hey,
you
Mike,
wanna,
give us the $100 a month.
and you'll be ad free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll be just seeing our pretty faces. Yeah, I don't know. That might be worse. So enjoy the break of the ads.
We can
every
all start
once in a
wearing
while.
masks, and they won't see our pretty faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want people to see mine though.
Yeah. That's why I'm not wearing one right now. I could have come on here and wear one.
Could have.
Yeah, you don't
Could've
want to be
been-
anonymous yet.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been totally creepy. Would have been awesome.
Hey guys, I'm
It
here.
would-
Like, what's up with the mask? You don't like it? I can put on another one.
Yeah.
I
I brought 5.
brought 5, so I'm very prepared.
All right. Are we going to be back Saturday? What's this Saturday? Are we doing one Saturday?
I don't know. We've been flirting with this getting rid of Saturdays, man. What do you? There's at least 10 people on right now. All 10 of you need to comment.
I got-
Usually
yeah.
people got shit to do on Saturday. You're not going to want to watch us on Saturday, and they're
Right.
never going to remember to
Right.
go to YouTube and check it out.
You done with
Right.
that?
Yeah, you want to keep that?
Yeah, I
We
wanna
got
keep
another
that.
one here.
Give me the other one, too.
Oh, yeah, well, go ahead. Let everybody know when it is and everything, AJ.
All right.
'Cause-
Paper City Music Series, 5/10/13.
Well, that's this week.
Yeah, this Saturday.
It's the Saturday, yeah. We're hosting the after party.
Where's it at? Oh, it's at the Majestic Theater here in Chillicothe.
Yeah.
$10 for tickets, 12
Would you
at the
say
door.
there's an after party?
Uh-huh.
Where?
Bucks Time Out.
Oh, okay,
hosting
right
it.
downtown.
Yep.
Mhm.
We're hosting it.
Is
not
it
going to
Buds
that.
or Bubs?
Bubs?
Bubs.
B-U-B.
Yeah.
Bubs time out. Did you hear that, everybody? After party.
And it's a
And after the
carriage.
party, it's the after party.
The pumpkin thing was a carriage.
Oh, little Jay-Z slipped out. Sorry about that.
Also on this Saturday coming up is we're having a free women's combat fit intro class. So if anybody's interested, women to come and get in shape, learn how to do some kickboxing
I seen you
stuff.
posted. You've had a lot of good progress with your women's fit class. Like they're making
Yes.
the guys look like jokes or something.
I don't think I quite said that, but they are. They're coming a long way. It's impressive.
Yeah.
They're pretty dedicated, and they've been sticking with it and having results. And I think that's why they're sticking with it. But we're doing a free intro class Saturday at 8:45 a.m. because you have to sign waivers and stuff like that. So be there by then and try it out, and it's free. See
Yeah,
what you
that's
think.
pretty cool.
And then,
Free.
and
No
then if
dudes.
you like it, it's either
Obviously.
$6 a class or
No dudes that are now girls.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
$50
Yeah.
a month.
And no dudes just showing up like, hey, I came
No.
to check out the combat.
Yeah,
What?
no.
no, you didn't.
There's an anti-creeper rule there. There's no creepers allowed.
So girls
unless
don't have
it's
to
somebody's husband.
women don't have to be worried
can't
about
say.
that, right? You know what I mean? It's
No,
a women's
yeah.
class, so there's not going to be like it's not like you're on the other side of a room with dudes on one
No,
side.
you're in a whole area by
Okay.
yourself, all women, and just working out, learning stuff. I mean, they're doing circuit training, getting in shape, doing agility things, strength and conditioning, and then kickboxing stuff as well, like learning how to throw real punches and kicks and elbows and knees that'll be effective if they need to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Hammer fists, right?
So you don't
Yeah,
get
judo
trapped
chops.
10 years in some 3 creepy brothers' basement.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my women's combat fit will tops a month. They'll be out of there. 10 years, really? They'd
Can't
probably
believe
be like,
they were able to keep
I'll
them
give
so
them more
long.
credit than that. No more than a week. They'll be out of there.
It would have never happened.
Somebody
Yeah,
had
it probably
would've
no.
never gotten
You're
invested.
exactly right. It would have never happened. That's true.
This is what would have happened.
And that's serious.
That is
911. Yeah, I just choked some dude out in the street because he's I don't know. He was talking something about going back to his house involuntarily
10
Yeah,
years.
so I'm just gonna leave him here. I got stuff to do.
Longest first date ever.
Right.
Anyway, you want to get us set up to get out of here?
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
And
You've
that
been
is
watching
it.
the Blue Wall podcast. AJ Good was our guest today, and he may come back and help out or do some guest appearances
pretty
in the
fun.
future. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna ask, are you the one that was gonna make fun of
Oh
us?
yeah. What's up with the making fun of us video?
That I was gonna make fun of Ryan.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, your
okay.
dad
Yeah.
told me totally the wrong story.
No, the video the video idea I had was about Ryan. It wasn't even necessarily about him. It was I don't know how to explain
I
it.
play-
You just have to wait.
I would like to play Jeremy in the video.
All right, we're out of here. Peace, y'all. Wait, are we gonna be back Saturday or not? No, we're gonna do it next Tuesday. Let's take a Saturday off. Screw
Take a
it.
Saturday
Okay.
off. Yeah, the old lady's gonna love hearing.
High five, Joey. Peace out.
See ya.
All right.